welcome. Make yourself at home. Busy, busy.
Do you ever miss the glory days, Cal? The cut and thrust, the rough and tumble.
It sounds like every day. Not that it's glorious.
Well, I certainly had some glorious years. I'm sure I never told you about the incident over at Munilinst.
Don't think you did.
I was personally escorting a shipment of, let's call it a sensitive luxury product. Unfortunately, we were accosted by a customs longship. The fence had failed to update our transponder codes and our vessel was marked. Well, push comes to shove, and we were boarded. I've got 3 customs officers waving blasters under my nose, so what do? I throw on the waterworks. Oh, Cal, you cannot imagine. I'm swearing up and down about everything from past marriages to lower back pain. Almost work, too. But one pesky officer decided to kick open a shipping container full of the slightly incriminating powder.
Guess the jig was up.
Oh, Cal, you're looking at a professional. I told them that they were looking at the ashes of 1,000 ritually cremated Sereno war heroes. And by the stars, they bought it. The inspectors actually bought it. That, Cal, is why I'm here instead of rotting in a Munilinst work camp. See you around, Cal.
Seeing these High Republic ruins with my own eyes. How do you go back to the Academy after that?
Not something I expected to hear from a historian.
I didn't expect it either. Originally, I couldn't wait to wall myself into a library. Why visit one dig site when you could read about 30, right?
So what made you decide to leave?
It is hard to describe, but the more I learned, the more I wanted to get my hands dirty and live it. Not just read about it on a calf-stained terminal, you know? We'll talk soon.
So you're a fortune teller?
Not exactly, though prospectors do ask me to read the planet's fortune from time to time.
They want you to tell them where to mine, right?
Exactly. But my gift is not so precise as to provide specific locations. What I see, I share. It is up to them to interpret my visions as they see fit. Now is not the time to speak.
There's Mr. Popular. A bounty hunting droid named Rez is stomping around the forest array. Don't bother squaring up. Stay light on your feet and you'll dance around that rust bucket.
Can't hurt to take a look, right?
Like what you see? Go on, I'm sure you have places to be.
How'd you get involved with Sork Tormo and the Haxian Brood?
The usual. I claimed the bounty on a brood hitman, and Sork sent more hired guns after me. I sent them back, you could say, in a way that got his full attention. Sork reached out with a job offer not long after. You've got to have a little streak of crazy to stay in this game.
Yeah, that checks out.
see you when I see you.
Hey, Cal. We've been wondering something.
Yeah, we've been wondering.
How's a guy like you end up in a place like this?
Engine trouble.
Don't we know it?
So come on, kid. What's next for you?
I've got a chance to find someplace safe. I plan to make good on it.
Well, I'm no good with advice, but, people who... Hell, I messed it up. I'm just trying to say, listen, the happiest folk live somewhere between what they want and what they got, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Really? Sounds to me like the old man's noodle is starting to fray.
Damn it, Dana, I was being... forget it.
The Bedlam Raiders have been awfully quiet, striking up much less trouble than usual. That's the good news.
And the bad news?
Rumor has it they're lining up behind a new leader. Know anything about that?
Dagon Gera. Rava serves him.
Huh. Figures. Cubba just can't catch a break. Later, BD.
You seem different in here, Cal.
How so?
Well, you're more relaxed, for sure.
I guess. Grease did a good job with this place. Feels like home.
Grease. Not sure I'll ever meet another Latero like him. That was supposed to be a compliment. Don't forget about that shattered moon. Cordova seems to think it was important.
Good call.
Might just be Grease's stew talking, but this place is beginning to grow on me.
Hey, kid. I got some bad news on our favorite Ordo Eris fanatic.
I already know Sork Tormo's put a fresh bounty on my head.
You do?
One of your regulars clued me in on his game. She's been keeping tabs on the Haxian brood, so this time we've got the jump on him.
You figure that guy would let things go by now. I'll be here, Cal.
So, you wish to prick up your ears and receive the tale of Scuba?
If you're sharing stories, we'll listen.
Then you be a fool, my lad. A sordid tale will bring you nothing but grief and woe.
Okay, well, if you're not sharing stories, we'll...
Oh, fine, I'll tell you. At your own insistence, and at your own peril. My story begins in a small village on the frozen banks of Sakavi Tar, my home world. Nights black as quillfish in it. Winters so cold, a stern look could turn you to glass.
Doesn't sound like the easiest place to grow up.
Difficult, aye. From the moment your mother's milk froze on your tongue to the moment you foundered upon frozen streets. You see, the fishes, they had the right of it. They dwelt far below the ice, where warm currents danced like ribbons in the wind. To fish so scarce a quarry, on account of the great fish famine, well, it's nae a mild undertaking. But for all me belly aching now, 'tis a peaceful enough life for a wee Sakavian with an instinct for the road.
So you discovered your talent early.
Such a talent was I, that as a lad, nae hardly spotted my first prickly chin hair, I was given an audience with Undan. But that be a tale for another time.
You asked how life was different in my day. For one, I believe we were more charitable to one another.
Yeah, the Empire has everyone so afraid they just look out for themselves. What was it like back then?
Once I was running an errand for Master Kree, very time-sensitive business. I moved with such haste, I blew out my motivator. I was perfectly aware and completely immobile. Most embarrassing.
How'd you get moving again?
By chance, a friendly bystander diagnosed my predicament and graciously installed a replacement.
That's generous. Out here, they'd probably scrap you for parts. How'd you repay them?
I didn't. I never saw him again, but weeks later, I was able to help someone else. That chain of kindness kept the Republic going. For a while. No time to talk.
Say, Cal, would you like to buy my guide to Kobo?
Not really.
Good, because I haven't written it yet. But if you want to know something, I have all sorts of tips for Kobo visitors.
Like what?
Give information out for free? Come on, Cal. A frog's gotta make a living. I'm really busy, Cal. Maybe later.
Hey, buddy. Hiya, Cal.
You and droids seem to get along, don't you?
Sure do. Always had trouble connecting with people. Droids are logical, easy to fix when broken. People are unpredictable.
No kidding. But once you find the right person, it gets easier.
Hope so. Let's chat later.
This garden's got room to grow. Hey there, friend. You got it!
Glory in combat. Spiders. Take them down. Surprise! I'll die. I won't die yet. You're sloppy. Let's try this.
Stop them! Not a threat.
You'll have to try hard.
Let's fight together. Defend me.
Pursue that traitor!
Engaging a Jedi will certainly be a change of pace.
There will be no traitor for the I see you.
What's that? Who's this now?
Defend me.
I'll hit you. Just you wait. You're going down. Can't feel it. Someone take a shot.
Ready to go. Thanks, friend. Up!
Coward!
Time to go. Hey, Scuba.
Notice anything different?
Can't say I do.
Must say, laddie! It's a sparkle with grease! And you may ask, Scuba, you old salt, have you lost your rudder? Are you planning to cook yourself into buttered jam?
The thought crossed my mind.
No, lad. I'll show you. See that lad? The blue-finned crayfish is a fearsome warrior. Not just because its claws are sharper than the bristles on my lip, but also because it's as slippery as a shiver pea taking an afternoon dip. So, how do you fight slippery? By being muckle slippery yourself.
I'll remember that next time I'm in a bind.
Oh, I've only just begun, lad. If you've a moment, I'll continue my tale.
Easy, Neko.
I'm going to stop him. Can't track him. Very well.
Time to ride, buddy. Here they are.
Maintain combat ready. Enemy approaching. Chasing target.
Don't worry. Help me out.
You'll last a week.
Damage sustained.
Where did you come from? Take him down!
Engage the enemy.
Easy there, big guy.
Intruder approaching. Weapons squad. You're mine. Intruder alert. CG. Enemy hostile down.
Pulling me under. Gotta keep moving.
supposed to be here? When the fighting starts, you're first up. Got it? Right in front.
But I'm the commander. I should be directing from the rear, right?
Listen, Tin Can. I ain't giving my life for some stinking droid. Got it? Get out of here, school!
What is it, buddy? Let's go. The stuff gets everywhere.
Terminating the Jedi will be a moment. We've got company.
management opportunity.
It's like they say.
You got the stuff, I got the goods.
Send them a bad hyperspace chart and hope they've got brains.
Indeed. If only business were as simple as hyperspace navigation.
I'll grab this one.
All right. I've seen a lot of hunters in my day, and I gotta say, you're showing promise, Cal.
How many bounties until I get a hat like yours?
Not a chance. I took this off my first target. It has sentimental value.
How long you been a bounty hunter?
Long enough. And I know a killer in the making when I see one.
Do you really see visions?
Not in the way you assume. I observe the world around me, and the voice within my mind speaks. Everyone at this outpost has a unique energy. Take Doma, for example. Strong, like a boulder. While waves of fear swirl around the cantina, they crash against our boulder and abate.
She makes everyone feel safer.
Yes! Once she asked me what would happen if she left Kobo. I told her what any with open eyes could see.
The outpost would fall apart.
You see it too. I must be alone now.
What's your academy like?
Oh, amazing. Every building is partially suspended with repulsors. The campus looks like it's floating over the ground. It's magical.
That sounds like a hard place to leave behind.
It was, but things were changing. Looking down, you used to see nothing but nature. The ground is covered in ferrocrete now, all part of an Imperial control zone. Hey.
Seeing these battle droids about takes one back, doesn't it?
Maybe a bit.
Oh, the Clone Wars. Those were the good years.
I've never heard anyone say that before, Moran.
Oh, sure. A separatist secession backed by tax-loathing free marketeers begins, just as I'm establishing a profitable extrajudicial shipping operation. They paired like wine and flatcakes.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Apologies, I'm being insensitive. You probably fought in the Clone Wars as a child soldier, right?
No, not exactly.
Well, I suppose it's all over now, one way or another. See you around, Cal.
What skills do you need to be a good bartender?
Oh, the usual. Multitasking, a good memory, the gift of the gab, not to mention the mixology itself. You see, the better the drinks, the happier the clientele, which means, of course, the more they talk. And the more they talk, the more I learn about what makes them tick.
Sounds a little...
manipulative, I suppose. But I'm only picking up what they're freely putting down. Sorry, Cal, lots of thirsty customers.
You can really see how a world like this would attract all sorts of people.
What in the blazes are you talking about?
Well, the High Republic was a time of idealism, growth, the great works, the beacon. And Kobo was right in the middle of it. This world is a window into a golden age.
You see all of that in your ancient trinkets.
Hey, this stuff is not ancient. Hell, we're still using relays from the Rimward expansions.
All right, all right. All I'm saying is that you shouldn't go romanticizing this place. Stick around too long and it changes. You take Turgle, for instance.
It wasn't always like that?
Come to think of it, bad example.
Always something to do.
So, was your trip to the forest worth the risk?
risk?
The Empire, of course.
It was nothing I could not handle.
Is that so?
Come on, it's not like they'd shoot a scholar on sight.
Oh, how precious.
Excuse me?
Listen, the imps are like investors. You can only keep them in the dark for so long. Even if they haven't decided exactly how they're going to rob this planet blind, they will. And then they'll take what they want, including whatever bygone baubles you're hunting for out there.
Hey, I can take care of myself.
Suit yourself, then. Here I was, trying to help.
What?
How you doing?
Talk soon.
You think we might have been a little hard on our old buddy?
Hard? Nah, come on. In this galaxy, you're either the act dog or the spanner it's chewing.
Huh. I think Cadro used to say that. Hey, whatever happened to old Cadro?
We rigged her sublights, remember? You could hear the explosion from orbit. Looks like age is making you forgetful. Don't tell me it's making you soft, too.
I ain't soft.
Then quit scrapbooking and tell me how you're gonna get that corroded core out.
I know things are pretty tough right now, but think about the old days. Remember that scrape on Dathomir, Kashyyyk?
That was a close call, and now it's even more dangerous.
I wonder what it'll be like on the other side of all this, you know? Assuming we live through it.
Ready, BD? That's a very good Neko.
Cal?
Let's talk in a bit, yeah?
Next, let's go to...
Down for the moon of Kobo.
Next up, Kobo's moon.
That's my line. Know your role. You shoot things. Me, I'm the pilot. So, you give that old tech Cal found in Dagon's place a look?
Yeah. Maybe that lab on the moon will shed some light. What do you think happened to it?
The moon? Ah, who knows? Who cares? I don't got time for moons.
I think it had something to do with the invasion on Tanalor.
How comforting.
I'm surprised the moon's still habitable.
You and me evidently have different ideas of habitable.
I know. I've seen your cantina.
Watch it. You ready, Cal? We're almost there. Just a smidge rusty. You?
A little restless, but we'll be fine.
Oh, listen to you, Mr. Optimistic. Hey, you want to do me a favor? Cut it out. You're giving me a stomachache.
Sure it's how you're cooking?
What was that?
We're almost there.
Locals say the moon's haunted.